What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of maintenance on my Civivi Cogent. If you guys are familiar with this button lock, you've probably seen reviews and or experienced yourself where it has either a little bit of lock stick or it's developed a little bit of lock rock. What I'm going to do today is just kind of take you through a process that I hope really helps you guys and maintaining those issues yourselves, not having to really freak out or worry about the warranty. And I want to just show you just how easy it is to do that. And we're going to start by adjusting the camera because I just realized it is pointing way down for what we're going to be doing today. I apologize for the side angle, but I figured it's a little bit better for you guys to be able to see this without my hands getting in the way too much, because if I have the tripod over here in front of me, it may limit what you're seeing happening with this one. So what you're going to see is this has developed just a hint of lock rock, and I can't even emphasize, I can feel it, but I can't emphasize it on the camera. But I figured why not go ahead and go through the process, show you guys what you need to do just in case you're experiencing a heavy example of lock rock. So I'm going to go ahead, disassemble the knife, and show you what the spring looks like and how to go ahead and resolve that on your end. So I'm probably going to go, let me see, trying to see, yeah, that barrel spacer, I think that's probably an 8. So the barrel spacer is integrated into the pocket clip. Nope, just kidding. So we'll go ahead and take this 8 out first. My tools are Weehaw bits, just in case you're wondering. I do like the Kershaw and Weehaw long tool instead of the short and stubby, and that's just because with my hands being so big, it's actually a little bit easier, I have found, to use the longer, skinnier tools. But the stubby tools are really good, and I see a lot of the other content creators use those as well, and highly recommendable. Weehaw has some really awesome bits. So don't be afraid to get the short and stubby if you think that's going to be better suited for you. So we got the pocket clip off. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I see what's happening here. It's wanting to spin on the barrel. All right, let me get this one out of here. All right. Well, that is unfortunate. I know my hand's probably in the way. I'm just trying to put a little bit of leverage on the screw to see if the tension by pulling up on it causes the barrel spacer to stop spinning freely, which that did work. So I'm going to switch back to the 8 size bit. Apologize for all the silence, but I am concentrating on disassembly because when I get to the spring, I'm going to want to make sure that it doesn't pop out. All right. Good thing I got the G10 and not the wood handles. All right, let's go ahead and get this one. I'm going to put this to the right so I know where it came from. Pretty sure this is an 8 as well. So let me angle it so you guys can see. So I'm going to let it open gently and hope, that the spring doesn't come out. So here you see your spring as I drop it, which is what I was worried about. And really all you're going to do is just lightly kind of just stretch it out a little bit. Not too much because you don't want to create any lock stick. There's a little bit of oil on it. And then once you have it cleaned, you should be able to just put it right back in place, and you just need to get the spring to go into the little cutout on the G10 handle or micarta if that's the one that you have, and then just push back down and give it some tension and replace your pivot collar, your main pivot bolt, and get that in there nice and snug. And then go ahead and put your other frame bolt into the barrel spacer, and then we're going to test it before we complete the reassembly. Of course the magnet wants to work today. I guess I shouldn't complain. All right, let's check out the action. Action's still good. Let's check out the lock rock. Oh, pivot's still loose. Thought I had it all the way on there, and just back off just slightly. All right, still a little loose. All right, that's locked up. And it feels like it removed it for the most part. I might work it out a little bit more. Hard to do it at this angle. Nah, it's still a little loose. So I'm gonna remove it one more time and stretch it out just a touch more and see if I can get that completely gone. And this is pretty much the process. You're just gonna repeat this. That is not all the way undone, sorry. You're just gonna repeat this process until you get it to your liking. There's really no trick to it. There's nothing special about doing this. And then I probably should have laid it flat. Makes it a little bit easier to manage that spring. So I'm going to go again. I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit more than what I had. Try to increase that tension. And hopefully this time it'll cure it completely. Don't think I set that. There it is. Definitely is in there now. Oh, come on. The magnet wants to pick it up. There it is. Ooh. Try not to scratch up the knife when you're doing this. All right, that feels pretty good. Let's get this one started. That feels pretty good. All right, let's check this side first. All right, that feels good. A little tight in the pivot. Let me loosen it just a touch. All right, just a little bit off of there. I'm pretty satisfied. I can feel just a hint of click, but the rocking itself is gone away. So that's pretty much it. Short video, not really hard to do. I would say just continue to work that spring to your liking. It felt pretty good. It has nice tension to it. Stretching it out just helps it in case it's collapsed a little bit from being pressed a whole bunch of times. But for the most part, action's feeling really good. You hear that lock rock, but the blade itself is not moving too much. I'm really having to wrench down to get it to do that. Has gone away a little bit. I hope this helps. I know there's some folks out there that are a little upset about lock stick, lock rock. That's really what you just need to do to maintenance the lock and the spring on your Cogent. And that should eliminate it. Just keep working it and you'll get it to a point where that'll just completely go away. All right, so I did decide just to take one more crack at stretching the spring out a little bit, and I was able to get both the blade play finger and the lock rock completely gone. Now I did push the spring out a little bit more, and this is where you got to be a little bit careful. It'll break back in, But as you can see, the drop shut is gone, and that's because now it is rubbing against the actual side of the blade where the push button rests against it. So the action will return as it goes back in a little bit, but I was glad that I was able to fully get that lock rock away, and the detent actually improved a little bit by causing it to come out a little bit more. I'm pretty sure it did. It definitely felt more fluid before. Now it kind of feels like the Altus, which is still breaking in, which is brand new, but you can see the fall shut action is kind of gone away a little bit, and that's because of the tension that I put on that spring. I did clean everything up. There was a little bit of oil on the button, so I took that away as well. And the only reason I did that is because I didn't want to create any lock stick. It was just a tiny little layer of it, but that can gum up and it can capture dirt and debris and cause it to stick to that area. But I'm kind of happy. I don't mind that it's not completely fall shut. I'm used to that with the compression locks. But you can see everything came back centered. Everything's operating very fluidly with the buttons. A little hard to do at this angle, guys, so I know it doesn't look like you can fail it a little bit, but I mean, you really have to be trying. If you're just giving it a little bit of pressure, it's gonna go. I think I like the push button into a light switch a little bit more. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. No more lock rock. It's completely gone. Everything's solid. I love this knife. This is a great little knife. I feel like Civivi's really done a good job with their button locks. I think my Altus is upstairs in my leather wrap. But I really do love their button lock systems. I think probably so we have just the push button, which is really nice from a fidget and a lockout perspective. It's completely either locked and stowed, or it's completely locked out to be used. Or you have your flipper tab and your thumb stud versions. And I think the thumb stud from an intuitive perspective is probably going to be a little bit easier for folks to operate. If it's not tuned exactly right, or if you're missing, like I'm just kind of lazily pushing the button and it's really not coming out really fast. As you can see, I'm trying to do it really light. But if you have any force behind it at all, that's just like a medium push. It's coming in and out fine. No issues at all. So I guess I'll just need to spend a little bit more time to determine which one I like more. Do I like the straight push button from Civivi, or do I like the thumb stud, or do I like the flipper tab? They all kind of have a unique spot for me in my rotation. It's hard for me to say which one I like more. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of just how easy it is to maintenance the button lock on the Cogent. If it starts to develop any lock rock or lock stick, you can clean it, and or you can stretch out the spring to get rid of any type of lock rock on your Cogent. This is a great little knife, and don't be afraid to maintenance yourself, and it is warranted by Civivi. So if you start to have an issue, send it to them. They're going to have their pros take a look at it, tune it back up, and send it back out to you. It's okay. It's not going to continuously happen. I have a feeling with it now tuned, I probably won't have any more issues. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. I appreciate the support. I hope all of you have a fantastic week, and until next time, peace.